Okay, let's finally get into schema. As you remember, I use Sublime Text for schema. You can change the syntax. Go here, scroll down, JSON. See, I'm getting better at remembering that. Remember the first time I stumbled with it. Our first schema we're going to look at is a website, and we're gonna write it out all by itself, and then we'll drop it into the graph version, and you'll get this one at the end as a template. But I already showed you how to get your own, so I recommend you just kind of get used to doing that. And then you'll also get this one as a template, so you can implement it either however way you want to at the end of the day. So, all right, so we're looking at website. We're going to go into schema.org and pop in website because I'm going to show you that this is the standard implementation right here for a website. But this is everything that you can actually do with it. So as you can see, it's a whole lot more. We can go here and continue and do some more stuff and look and look and look and look and look. And it's a lot of crap, right? So since we can drop all that into it, we're going to, I don't want to say we keep it basic because you can do the publisher IDs and all that stuff. But we're going to try our best. And here's an opportunity right here. See this ISSN? And it's text. Anywhere that says text, you can pretty much drop anything you want to in there. And the bots typically will read it. And then when you're starting out, you can actually come in here and find these things here to get your base template going and to get you off and running. So we're going to look through here. And this one's a little bit dangerous. It's kind of a horrible example as a first, because when you're doing it like this, typically you want to go with your organization first, and then you tie the website into the organization. This company made this website. This website published has this image, and this website published this web page, etc. So that's kind of how that's going. So when I do this first, it's a little awkward. So, all right. So first thing I want to do is make sure that our template is actually going to work. We go into the Google Structured Data Testing tool. I'm just going to push the button and skip the search. I'm going to let it run. And then I'm going to copy all and paste. Now we know that this is the proper implementation of query, but this is what Google is looking for, so we have to address that. And Yandex will see that as wrong, so we're going to check it out. Value name required, and what they're looking for is this here, required name search string. So we're just going to change all of that. URI template, target, we're going to change that. And I'm going to go put this back. There you go. We've kind of fixed it all up again. So let's look at our original version, and you can see the nuances that were wrong. See examples, search string versus query, and then query is query input equals search string. So you can actually change this to everything you want. We can just go Control-A, Control-C, and then we'll do this. Required name, flying monkeys. Search string, flying monkeys. Examples, there's syntax, it's invalid syntax. So I bet you need this little thing right here. Let me see. See, yeah, it works. So basically what this is saying is here's the query is looking for, and then this is the query input, and it's required. And as you can see, you can just have that any way you want to. So in our case, we're just going to leave it like that. And then we look over here, so some more. We see the URL, the name. In our template, we don't have name, so let's go ahead and drop in name in there. Joe Bob Super Duper Roofer. And we'll test it. It's good. What else we got here? Description. We don't have a description in ours, so let's go. We're going to add a description. Now, when you're doing this, I want you to think of keywords that you're trying to rank for. So our example is roofing Phoenix, right? So let's go. Joe Bob's has been Arizona to be the best top. I'm getting a little bit crazy here with the sentiment. Roofing contract I can't see contract. There you go. The scroll's hidden it. Do it over here real quick. Roofing contract in Phoenix. Remember, if you didn't watch the last SEO this week, we played with some of these keywords, and roofing contractor in Phoenix was actually one of them. You are looking for top roofing Phoenix contractor. And Jobs is right for you. So as you see, I actually, let me wrap this. So you can see, you actually can drop more keywords inside of here. So and instead of quote unquote keyword stuffing your content, you can get away with the keyword stuffing your schema. So I changed that. I want to make sure that that's right. So I'm going to do this. And there you go. So potential action, query input, entry point. That's for the search boxes. That's a rich snippet thing. We want to verify that at the same time because we can take advantage of that. I'll just do the code over here. I'll leave it on that. We just want to make sure it's eligible. We don't even have to see a preview, but we can if you want to. And you can go click here. And where's the preview? Oh, that's not what I want. I don't think he's going to let me preview. No, I think it's because I did a code. It's not going to let me preview. But it doesn't matter. We wanted just to make sure it works. So we got the name, description. What else can we put in here? Potential action we got covered. So let's go here. And since this is creative work, this is kind of not part of, so we don't want to do that just yet. Let's talk about, let's go for keywords mentions. No, I don't want to do that. Entities, teaches, translates. Don't want to do that yet. We're just looking for other things we can drop inside of website. I think we're going to be kind of maxed out right there. only because these are all the part of other things, right? So this is related to that. This is related to that. This is related to that. Accessibility sufficient. Accessibility controls. We don't really want to mess with those. Hazard summary. Readable summary. Accessibility features, errors, deficiencies. Don't need that. Aggregate rating wouldn't be part of website. Audience. We could try audience. Let's give audience a try. So we want that. And we could do it in here. The audience. And audience is a group for supersedes. Audience. We look in here. What are they looking for? Audience type. Geographic area. So let's do. First, let's see if it takes it. I think it's going to make me do it as a type. So we'll check just one thing. Testing. Oh, there you go. Took it. So audience testing. And I want to do audience type. And I want to do geographic area. Oops. Yeah, that's right. Type is the text. We're going to do property owners in Phoenix, Arizona. And then here we have to see what this is looking for. And like for geographic area, geo covers, geo joins, geo intersects, geo within. So let's see what our testing tool says. Phoenix. It's probably going to be wrong because it didn't highlight. Oh, I got an extra set of quotes in there. That's why. And it's looking for stupid comma. Okay, so see, it's not going to let that go. So let's delete this. Yeah, it's going to make me use this as a different type. So we can't use this. So we know that much. All right. And then I want to, we're just going to scan this one more time, make sure we pull everything we can out of it. Again, a lot of these things, if they're part of different types, then you don't want to use it. You know what I mean? And we'll get to those here pretty quickly, actually, when we start messing with the other stuff. So temporal, date, time, textual content of this work, video version, work example, additional type. Alternate name. I bet you we can use alternate name. Let me see. alternate name, Joe's Roofing. And let's have fun with this. Alternate name. Joe Bob's Roofing. Alternate name. Joe Bob's Phoenix Roofing. I don't want to get too crazy with it. Let's see if it gives us more. Nope, not gonna let us do it. Duplicate key found because there's two, so we're just gonna get away with one. So Joe Bob's Phoenix Roofing contractor. There you go. Let's see what else. Description, disambiguated description. This is always a good one to drop in there. Let's see. Name, alternate name, description. I'm gonna put it right here. And then let's go. We need some content. This is good. This is ambiguous description. There we go. All right. And let's see. Identifier. Identifier represents the identifier of the thing. We don't have those strings or URLs, but we can put a URL. So let's go identifier. And I want to put right here. And I want to go Wikipedia. Roofing. Domestic roof construction. We don't have to put roofers because we're going to do that later on another step. Just want to say what this is. Make sure it works. Still took it. All right. Image. That's part of another object, or you can just do image and put the URL in there. In that case, we're not going to mess with it. Actually, you know what? Let's do it. Just for example's sake, assuming you have more than one image. If you only have one image, then you're going to see in the other set, in this version, there's this image object. You can use that too. In this case, we're just going to drop it right here. And I am going to take an image from our roofing company. Just so we have the example. Put that in there. Test it. It worked. All right. And then let's go here again. Main entity of page. We want to do that. And main entity can be Creative Works or a URL. So we want to go to roofing. Roofing. Let's look at the roofing. Roofing material. Profession as a roofer. There we go. So we want that. And then name we already got. Potential action. And it's going to be a different type. Yeah, it's a different type. I don't want to mess with that. And then same as, you can do same as in here, or you can do it in organization. So If you do an organization, it's all your citations. You can do the same thing if you did here. So um, indicates items identity. Like if you had a Wikipedia page, that would probably be awesome for this. But other than that, I would just stick the same as into your whatchamacallit, into your organization schema, and then the URLs we already took care of that. So all right, so we built that template out pretty decently, mainly relying on things. But as you can see here, if you compare these two, this is a plugin. Let me delete this. This is a plugin, typical plugin, and this is ours now. And what we've done is added a whole lot more keywords in there, but we're not keyword stuffing our content, right? So we're not violating the rules of the great master Google. But we've made it easier for them to know what our website's about. So if you're going to do, the next step really is if you're going to do this graph thing, and I really do recommend that you go with the graph thing, then we want to insert it in here. And we know that we don't need this. So we're going to look at that. That's going to close that. And so what we're going to do is just drop this here, copy, and I'm going to drop it into here, paste, and I'm going to delete this, yeah, here, and I have that bracket, so I'm pretty sure I got to close this one. And I'm just trying to stay ahead of the curly brackets. They're going to be wrong. I'll show you how to clean that up as we get through. I don't need this. Just saw that. I'll show you how to clean all this stuff up towards the end. We don't need to do it right now. I'm just doing this for sake of seeing it. All right, so let's see if we got lucky. I bet you it doesn't work. Ooh, there you go. It was there. We got lucky. Now this part here is it's the closing and opening and closing brackets, and we're going to be able to take care of all of that madness. We'll clean all this stuff up here in a little bit. But really it's because it's example site and yoast.com. So, but for the most part, we actually did a pretty good job. So that's, you can see where we're going with the rest of these. I'm going to show you each one of those things, how to read this table, and turn it into something that is actually a lot more useful. You can put more information in there, etc., and really build these out and get some more work done from them. So this has been website. The next one we're going to jump into is organization, and you guys are going to really love that one. So we'll see you in the next video.